Obi, I'm extremely disappointed in the New Patriotic Party. They don't even know. So as we speak now, non-party is attractive to most Ghanaians. They don't even know. They don't know, and I'm disappointed in the minority leader. Honestly, now you are calling for equity. You MPP, you are calling for equity. You are not coming with clean hands. Why should we even think of voting for MPP again? When and you will shout to say my buying win, you know, fresh page reset, you know, who cross and you may be you know, and into the sebi. You now have a certain moral grounds to stand on, and then say, once you want to reset, please let us all join and reset and move to the next level. Okay, so you are not careful, a man yourself, I who for sure. If you do me, I'll do you. It will always be an albatross around our neck. Tie obi koye yechire. Yeche na akoye no. Ukuta krata bia emunsem ehia oche bibia. Aposifo abo ho ban wakodu bia odisa okrata ne kodu. Mampan otufo otikokko so me bebomu ase me srede wo yemfato ho. Se otufo tu hene eba wa yie ujumadie bia wudi a ehon na abayi na se. Won na abadimede na se. Otufo na. It is a mampan ewo abankesiem. Na so otu nsafre obi obamampe se bia brintini adaje ntimi nya bi ma na wadaro ma mesro obi ye adwuma maso ye ha se mampan chusu even ne driver sebe otwini hyen and the car so megia sa ho maso nze free. Do you want to tell the president who is supposed to come and receive your petition on his behalf? Sa ho maso nze, is it about the content or is it about any power obeji? In fact, it was even one unique opportunity for the NPP to admit that the reason why we are being here, and it's good that Nana Yajantwa, you are here, during our time, we meted out a certain treatment to you. It was not the best. It didn't conform to the rules and regulations of the land. So we thank the president for even bringing you to us, because you are in a better position to tell the president that enough of all these bickerings and back and forth. So we urge you to tell the president that we admit that we committed, but in your case of resetting, it is you who can be a conduit to propagate the ills of what this current administration is doing, because you are a testimony. But in all, we apologize to you. Are you a victim of Sanoma Wene? Are you a victim? And they should have shame, because they are thinking is that when you go and bring out an old video, this is how we have lived our life all these years. No, be Mr. So I'm about to when you say I had the Yamian in Ukraine. A buo e was a table way home. Anyone can say no nyama wo dwumadi a wodi ho. Don't allow them again. Don't allow them again. What it tells me is that the MPP and the NDC, now the MPP in opposition, they've not learned their lessons. They've not. They are still in shock. They don't believe that they've lost the election by 57 to 41. They are in shock. If not, certain levels of arrogance and ego, they wouldn't display it. Impunity. If they keep doing that, it will be difficult for us to tell the NDC at their face that you, Mobasa will be reset. And Timon said the kind of reset I'm de mine. But who bondok? Now who know the culture and say, Onipa no Jina when you know Obaji, because what of a Bank of Ghana, the Funy be a banner, and then Omina security man. But now, say bank governor Suma, Ubiso Mijana and Nemumbayadema. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
They could have used NRA opportunity.
Who are you?
To open a fresh page and say,
that's the point.
Mumu opposition, we demonstration. No?
That's the point.
Head of security of the Bank of Ghana by Mubu Nenimtia.
That's the point. That's the point.
Just to set.
But how are we learning? That's what I'm saying, that we are not learning. They demonstrated a certain level of our masobia. Who did they think they are? Who do they think they are? I mean the MPP. You are a party in opposition seeking Ghana's mandate to come back to power again. If you demonstrate this ego, what do you mean? What do you mean?
And the only
what do you mean? What do you mean?
NDC phones.
So what? So what it means is that you have nothing to offer again when you come. What the mistakes that the NDC is doing today, you are coming to do worse. That's what it means. For how long would we play this game around the system like that? I can't drama near too much.
Why
too much?
Why I tend to agree with you, and it's but for NRA event in a course with UPS, maybe a senior most member of the presidency would have come.
No, but I don't want you to even go to those nitty-gritties. Number one.
No, me really.
Number one.
Yes.
When John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, we had flooding situations. What happened in this country? We all rose to the occasion to say, Papa, you are insensitive to the plight of Ghanaians. A national event too.
Yeah.
You criticize him to the core. It doesn't matter the circumstances that led to the death of these gallant Ghanaians. It was declared a day of appreciating and recognizing these heroes. In quote, you, out of your own way, wanting to distract the focus on that useful exercise by the nation, not the interest of the NDC or the president, decided to defy and choose that particular day as a day to come and demonstrate and put up this odd behavior, offensive behavior, not a discouraging behavior at the Jubilee House. So, President, okay, Thanksgiving now, nanum call. But when I pray about 2 minutes, you cannot observe the rules and regulations. You want to be given power. Let me drum it home again to them. To make the best of my knowledge, they should go back, keep quiet, observe the space. Because I can tell you, Obi, the MPP as it stands now is less attractive to the Ghanaian. They shouldn't be deceived, though. That is why Omanhene MPP NDC for a debate. Now moral grounds when our Obeka say 1 year 8 months in Yamfanya Kumasi Road. That is why the NDC will talk like that. Yes, because it is incumbent. That is why when the NDC talk like that, it is incumbent on us, the two of us and our colleagues, to subject the NDC to scrutiny and say that no, you can't, because the Ghana is not MPP. Ghana is a group of individuals. We need development, not this kind of comparison. We can hold the NDC in check. You should observe until further notice. What didn't we say here? It doesn't stop you from criticizing, but be modest.
Into the point I was making earlier, and it's I think, because as the MPP themselves admitted, no, on my first demonstration on my Deputy Chief of Staff Standogbe Nababeje petition. No? The second demonstration, Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President, Alex Egbefia, and Nababeje. They claim said they were expecting another senior member. But I'm saying, sir, the circumstances yesterday wouldn't have allowed that, because all the senior members at the presidency were at UPSA. And Anaya Kano, said the president told him at UPSA, say, free Emra Meje. And they knowing the circumstances, that's why that point the honorable minority leader made, was a bit out of
Obi, respectfully.
Because the situation Emra couldn't have allowed any other senior member to have come.
Respectfully.
And I think they should have understood the times.
And I'm saying that
respectfully.
Let's not even downplay the person Anaya Jantua, please. And again,
I'm not saying
let's not even give MPP or whichever party any time or maybe if any room to operate what's happening. You're not a determinant of what the president should do in some instances. You're not. You're not a determinant. I'm saying the president had the right. Is it written in the constitution that so the petition called presidency there are specific people who are some Mediana?
No.
Why? Is it written? Is it part of the constitution? The president could have said, me, Mampai John Dramani Mama, and then me protocol officer on the call, no Kushamianum, no Koji. What is your problem? Now, at the airport, Yamuko and Emayu, Nana Ya Jantua versus a Fenyon corner, the who Ghana and Pemosa Munisca. What is saying nothing? And no opposition, who the Amason is sharing. Oh, opposition, no cyber trade the engine because you see maybe a chairman, any solution, because anything that you say, and maybe in a way by the way they say, opposition. Open power. You are not attractive. Infighting. A lot of challenges in opposition. You will not concentrate. What you mean? Some years back, it was declared as a security zone. Nobody should have access to that place. It was declared as such. And to Ghanaians. He was not sent there. She was not sent there by his own will. In quote, me catch. President Mahama said, so whatever happened there, it was not you they were dealing with. So you don't have a response. until you are okay with the response from the presidency.
But she also
hold on.
She also said, say President Suma, rule of engagement with Jubilee House. Say, Omanhene de Juma bi asha wonsa. Oko back her status report in Omanhene, and she has done that to the president.
But me see, the president Suma. Now, it can say, Nana, I didn't hear Fatu.
Yes.
Obi. Now, me programs manager Fahone, Agrani Midiwa. What's my man, Marco baby, me do reporter, but the OT answer having a report now, the Abrevino. And what's it say? Miss Mobim, who are Yamon? Oh, no, me must small. What Jabo who say, no, we do at them. Me no, Madimatem. Oh, Obi, near do at them. It is Obi, or 2 4 small Bibajan and Nemoa, or 2 4 2 about Gaman Chawa. I do us for ye, it to him pong and a bar, a general 2 4, to 2 4 the one. Tisabrin, what our Ghana witnessed a representative from John Dramani Mama, His Excellency office, in the person of Nana Yajantwa, who be your focal.
You are saying so, that nothing was very responsible.
They should have accorded Nana Yajantwa. Nana Yajantwa, once you stood in the stead of the president, you should have been measured. The utterances here yesterday, some of them extremely unnecessary. You came to speak with emotions now. Okay, date differentials as if we know. Also, the metimawo. Now we're feeling me. Governance is not about personalities. Governance is not about a fear of him.
But I see he who feels it knows.
Oh, Obi.
You are not the receiving end.
My brother, do you know what you receive here at the end? If I make comments here, if I'm not guided by principles at multimedia,
yes.
After some of these commentaries,
yes.
Don't you think that I can respond appropriately to a lot of people? Mm-hmm. You know what the two of us we go through after some of these commentaries. Yes. You think that you give me the platform to come and do whatever I want here? Mm-hmm. Is that what you allow me to do?
No.
It means me show. We are guided by principles. So it's not for Nanaya to come and tell Obi anim Nanaya jan to about kwasem. Oh yeah, this year free pem usi mo bra. Yes, usi mo bra. Ye cry ni mo cry. Ye what train na ade pen. Ye Judy say we obi a wa bini ye eba ne o bebre ho amanyo sem ni abrabo mu a. Obi ani obebu anim tia. It is not for Nanaya to come and tell us who she is. It is known. On kwa de ye ka bakosema ye bon papa dia the Ghana ho bakosema oba befra. Because color I have jan to. We are there ni mababa befra. Enti wo no wo mbi. Ye gitum sa. But I saw do need to say one call in your capacity. One call in your capacity. That is why you will also be angry to respond. Then governance then becomes a personal conversation, not policy direction. It is in as much as you are minority leader, the NPP got it all wrong in that approach. And the mindset that they have that they will do 10 times of that. It should tell Ghanaians that these two political parties, if we don't pull the brakes on them and knock them well, for them to sit up well, they will still do the crock or the jump business. Because that's when the MPP says that the tomorrow is what is pregnant about tomorrow? Oh, what is pregnant about tomorrow? What is pregnant about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is pregnant.
What is pregnant about tomorrow?
Give time some time.
What is the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that, Mr. What's the meaning of that?
Tables never done.
And what is the meaning of that? What's the meaning of that? It is time for us to tell the NDC that, please, it's not to threaten that tables will turn. Tables will turn. It's 4 years to 8 years. The tables will turn. It's to the tables will keep turning at the expense of the Ghanaian. We are killing ourselves. We are hurting ourselves. We are sacking people from business. So tables are turning. Is it turning positively or is it turning at the expense of all of us as Ghanaians? What kind of tables are turning? What kind of tables? What kind of tables? They should forget those things. Order from Missoria.
I'm sorry, I'm a booby.
If you were born in BBR and you remember pretty said your movie, because no one away. It's ended the force with Domus. It's a better than they call it. It's just how we are to hope our change that too. Yes, you have a chimney number two. Now we know that there's no rule of law. And person to person, if you do me, I do you. And I'm born in it. Put your position all the time, the tables will turn. Tomorrow is pregnant. Tomorrow has no fishes.
Give time some time.
Time will not give any time because it is not even for you to say this. We want a new dimension of our body politics, our democracy, where these things, Semetia, near Cassia Befa, a year two. Yamin Pengu, Echo Yoko. I am so relaxed. Yeah, I am so relaxed because I know that institution called Yoko.
A professional.
I'm so relaxed. I don't care about what crowd because institution of Mato and South Africa, you're from Ghana police. I don't feel intimidated at all. That's all what we are preaching for. But your tomorrow is pregnant is come and do what? Yeah, Masha say crown market. Enipa, Moba, Modia Mosumu
first week.
Hey, Minia. Monya careful.
Was it Ibimu bail condition? I don't confirm Beckham.
Minia, Monya careful.
Beckham Palace, they can charge.
Minia, Monya careful. Zaki Kakikano, a bokro. Zaki Kakikano, a share a bambi or what should be an a shana bufose on your measure that. Because you said that you do this, no, and the crown, yen same will see prekona for Bibia to chop. Upa bakra for we don't give a toss. Where is the development we are looking for? Where are the roads that we want it to be built? Where is the fight against illegal mining? LGBTQ, job employment. Why are professionals leaving this country to Amanani for so-called greener pastures? Where are those opportunities every young Ghanaian wants to enjoy? How are we deliberately pushing Ghanaian businesses? What are the challenges in doing business in Ghana? Go to the ports and harbors. Look at the prices there. What kind of mindset do we have now as a country? So the problem at hand is not that kind of attitude that our politicians keep showing, whether they are in power or they are in opposition. Asem da hono enye se enwo suban no muda edichire no. Asem da osisi ano. Ghana you are mo. Me say unya issue that you not understand where I'm coming from. You go have an issue, go to the hospital. Because say me bra panin oda kolebu. Almost every blessed day, nipa bed the onum tintim. Ebi wa sika odbekokoto moja. Ebi ni ebushenum a droba akwa auto 1,500. Ebi ni ebushenum one tablet 2,000. Ebi ni ebushenum a job ni ebuha ni ma anya stroke ni ma two omoja school oma abandon school omo ma chen stroke department and oda obu bed na won't even call private bed because private ones for 100,000 di kan to home mame na ansana madika attend to. There are challenges in the system. Go and look at where university graduates are sleeping. Contain them no modeda. Go and look at our hostels and then my member hostel papa no member na baso. Go and look at the effort that he's putting into making sure that hostel like makwa no mabedis kakodan. Hostel ne kesi na be say higher chamber 2. Hono mu jonso, hono mu jare, e hono hochishi and net tinkiti. This is what we should be thinking about. We don't wake up every morning to say Afenyo versus Nana Yajanto. What's developmental about this? What's developmental about this? What's developmental about this? And let's say this for
Semper FM.
Otiwana Facebook, this young MP will go to jail and we have caught him and the charges are so much and that thing they are doing. The NDC, if they don't know, even if it's 36 years, they will go. It is Omutiho. Now, to the extent that they think that they are still swimming in a certain goodwill. La ila la. Ebe form say rapture. Ebe form say rapture. It was so. Ade ma be kanyina no. Yeah. Me more impuntu obi aso. Eye personality to personality. Ade more mine nko ha. Na ade na utimi go obi hu sa. You are known NDC member. What for MPP near to say no crew. No gun hu fi sa no afa ho di na ko. That's where selectivity is in there. MPP for any abre no. That same Kasani at your social media, no, NDC for Busu. Nothing is happening to them. We say, if the center does not hold, if it is not holding, there are two things at stake: chaos and anarchy. These two things, no, they will birth something that is not pleasant to all of us as a country. Yeah. John Dramani,
Semper FM.
You don't have a choice. They be Adamika. Because Ghana bakosem no kwa no ya bakosem and now as in ebi ni hoda baby I share o political career as free now wasa kwa ba te say eye me de me bebo kwan to honam Kristo na nkasa beba wasa aba unihwi dan so o kwa Ghana for be say papa we pa de
eye say ma usan
ya say ma usan ba we de senya sempa kra na akai bi kra be say mo ye den atwa odumedi so. That is the kind of legacy we are all praying that you leave behind. But if you want to reset, if indeed we want to reset as we've all believed in the reset that we are resetting, check it sector by sector and check that feeling in the country now. Gradually, and I'm picking information. Meko ufusampo fu ye ni binyame adventure. The minya free form one say because ufusampo fu be na yintino all over the place. Na mo so the mirikeko ndine nkofo no mo ye involving so mo say I want to see mu bi be ko
etitru ba
etitru ba nti na wana oda da no
omo ko clear omo nyina
it one oda da no die ebe do obi central for bi say ebe do no na ebe mo say na mo kakatiki ne wo mo ye kroko de jom boa e daniel mu fie yi na se ko ya na say dim titam it one oda da is one oda da I say man pay be we kuma sa na sunyani a first alaji kojo mama ono ne penti ni hu nyina kaka fast akado e be twi be and man pay na was all come beautiful place. Oh come on this is very beautiful. Yeah, it's still like yeah that you feel what you do me that so I was saying so wona wo aban ma wo ye soldier panyu ana police panyu a wo ma me some information we no say this is what we have been told to go and do. Inti wo dey how pa na yenka was kan dey maka but mika wi a dey be me asi kan dey maka say you do for some for ye mo dey akọ fro keke na o say mumu bi nyina mbaba ntinu ye be say ye bibi na me na be so many me dem fra hafo atroni ejada ho mo ko wa asem kranka mo ye etino me pese ye be say ye sum nipa amamu mu no those things are personal. If you have your godfather, there's a big difference between a godfather and governance. Pleasing your godfathers cannot replace the focus or the policy direction of a country. It must say, Mamunya nyoma to please anybody. Munya nyoma to please Ghanaians.
Your coach be a young who handcuffs a good it will be what na me it's Charlie ya charge order nyimre na every kromonum ko na fi asa TSM me yako and then I'm video Erasto the one no video yeah to mu na no eno me sizi it would your kwa nyame ya duma ye be ko site ahodo nyina so obehu intati akra site wa it's a well organized crime. Members war system nim it they say they am say even that crime na ekoso no omo intel the security setup bibi eba omo nya yes very organized because omo bomb man am say suspect we na security for ni bi na for 9 before say ye wie e be soup to say dem wachi you know we do mother jegu ho wachi kwa ngu keke